Alright, today I'm just gonna give you guys a look at my collection of Marvel, I wouldn't say Infinity War because some of these characters are not in Infinity War, but Infinity War-esque SHF, Mezco / Hasbro figures. So yeah, quite a lot, but okay, and here's a group shot of all of them, and they are all 1/12 scale, and I think they all fit in pretty well. Yeah, StarLord is a little short, but other than that, I think the rest of the team members are pretty much in scale. So let's go over them one by one. Alright, so let's start off with these three. This one, Groot, is by Hasbro. It's the cheapy one. There's a 2-pack. I'm not even sure what line that is, but it is a 1/12 scale. It's got Groot and Rocket, and that Rocket is terrible looking. But Groot, I think he looks quite nice, actually. I'm happy with this Groot. Groot. And not a whole lot to him. You can see only swivel joints and then nothing around the knees or the ankles. There's a higher price version of that from Marvel Legends. I don't really care because I don't care for the Thor or the Rocket in that line. So the only character I care about was Groot, because I already have the SHF, Rocket, and Thor, so there's no reason for me to get that set. And because the only character I want was Groot here. So this version isn't enough because she's going to be standing as a background character, so yeah. But detail wise, it's really nice actually. I can zoom in and show you guys. Oop, too close. There we go. Yeah, it's quite a nice figure actually. Again, joints okay. Nothing super articulated, but it gets the job done. So okay with it. Yeah. So yeah, nothing to it. It's a little teen Groot. And here's Rocket. Really good looking Rocket. This is by SH Figure Arts, and it's I guess given the size, it's the most expensive figure from the amount of plastic versus the price point. But it does come with quite a bit. No, not a whole lot of accessories, just a bunch of hands and 2 extra heads. That's it. It would have been nice if this figure came with a few accessories for other characters. That would have been nice, just so people would buy this set and then have some other stuff for other characters. So yeah, still a very, very nice figure, and I'm happy to have it in my collection. And next up we have Thor. And here we go, Thor. See, that's the thing. If Rocket came with bare arms for Thor, that would have been nice, because chainmail arms is the only pair of arms that this figure comes with, and the Stormbreaker. I think 2 extra hands and that's it. So very limited amount of accessories for this Thor figure, and it is a web exclusive, so they jacked up the price a little bit if you're buying it from US seller. And head sculpt wise, I think this is definitely the best looking Thor head sculpt we've gotten. And here I'll show you guys a comparison with the Mezco Thor. You can see the likeness. The SHF one is definitely better, and it's not as wide as the Mezco. So overall, yeah, I think SHF did an amazing job with the head sculpt for this Thor figure. So yeah. And he comes with a cloth cape, which I love when it comes to figures. Alright, next up we have Black Widow. She comes with, I believe, 2 extra face plates. And it is detachable, and you can see the hairline right there. Cuts right over to the other side, and then that's when the whole face comes out with the hair section. And articulation wise, this one is pretty good. Accessories, I believe she comes with 2 batons, and that's it, and a couple of extra hands. That's about it. I've noticed that figure arts are really skimpy when it comes to accessories for figures. But likeness wise, it's really good. Definitely see a bit of Scarlett Johansson here. Much better than a lot of the figures out there. And next up we have Black Panther, and this is from Civil War Black Panther. First appearance of this Black Panther, and then after that I think we have gotten a second version of this. I actually like the mask of the first one more than I do the second, because the second one I think looks too Panther-like, which I'm not a fan of. I like this a little bit more. I like the way that whole mouth section is shaped. Much better than the second one. And yeah, I should be getting the other version from Mezco. That one should be coming in very soon, most likely next week or so. But yeah, overall, this is a great looking figure, but one disappointment is that these hands, they don't actually have claws. I mean, you see a little nub that's sticking out. I guess that's meant to be claws, but doesn't look right. It's not really sticking out that much at all. And they shouldn't be the same color. They shouldn't be black. I think they're supposed to be silver. So overall, accessory wise, this thing is really weak. Same with majority of the SXF line. It would have been nice if we have gotten a head sculpt, a human head sculpt for the Black Panther, but we didn't. So you could always use the Hasbro version, because Hasbro made a really good head sculpt, the human head sculpt. And even though it doesn't really fit on this body here, this neck here, still you could probably use some poster tape or something, those sticky stuff, sticky tack, and then you could apply that and then put the head on this figure, because the socket joint for the Hasbro version is just a little too big for this head, so you could always get it on here, but it just won't stay on, that's all. And next up we have the Winter Soldier, well, Bucky. Yes, yeah, Bucky Barnes. Not my favorite outfit of Bucky. I really like the Winter Soldier look of Bucky much more than what he looks like in Infinity War. This outfit is just very plain, and then the arm, I know, is from Wakanda, but still, I mean, it would have been nice if it was silver. And overall, it's a decent figure. I mean, nothing I'm super excited for. I got it mainly to fill out the set here, because you can't have Cap without Bucky, so decided to get a Bucky, and this is the one I went with. The head sculpt is not that great, especially with the long hair. It's just a little weird. The way they sculpted the hair with the face and all that, just kind of weird for this figure. And here's War Machine. Now this is not this is War Machine Mark IV, I believe, and this is from Civil War. The Infinity War one has a few more accessories sticking out and a little bit more detailing. on the armor itself, which I'll be getting. I'm not sure when that one's coming out, but that one is definitely coming, but just not quite sure when. But overall, I've noticed they don't. We've never gotten a head sculpt of Don Cheadle. Huh, it would have been nice if we gotten one, at least. That would be cool, but we still haven't gotten one, so hopefully in the future they will. Maybe in Endgame, because his armor will change again for Endgame, and there might be a gigantic one too, because I think he's gonna look more like a Hulkbuster armor for War Machine for the next movie. So can't wait to see that one. But overall, it's a great looking Ironman figure. And here we have AntMan. This is version 3 of AntMan. My favorite is definitely version 1. I like the helmet. I'm glad they gave him the 2 stripes back, and they tugged in the mouthpiece a little bit, because the second version of AntMan looks the worst in my opinion. I don't like that snout coming straight out. It's just, wow, it's just really weird looking. I like this helmet a lot more, because this is very similar to the Mach 1 version. And then the suit itself, I'm okay with it. Shoulder pads was kind of neat, and this is more in line of version 2 outfit. The suit itself is more of a version 2, and then the helmet is more of a version 1 style. So yeah, I like this one. And this figure came with a giant ant. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's definitely not Anthony anymore, because that one passed away while in Ant-Man #1 movie. But this one also comes with a giant ant, and it's a big set. And yeah, nothing more to say about Ant-Man. No human head sculpt. And once I get Wasp, I'll definitely do a review and then a comparison with this guy. And next up we have Doctor Strange, and this is by far my least favorite of the Marvel figures, because look at that cape. It's just horrendous how they have it in the hard plastic, and then they sculpted in 3 pieces so you could kind of manipulate it. I just think this is so weird, so unattractive. Just look at that. It's like he's wearing a backpack. It's kind of strange, and I don't like this at all. Hopefully they will go and make a soft cape for Doctor Strange here. That would be amazing. I would definitely buy that one. And head sculpt is not the greatest, but you could still tell a little bit of Benedict Cumberbatch here. Not a lot, but you can kind of see it. But yeah, definitely not the greatest looking head sculpt that SHF has produced. Yeah, but overall, I mean, I have to get this, unfortunately. And here we have StarLord. Now this one is from movie 1, I believe. And I didn't... This one is good enough. I don't even know whether they made a version 2 of this guy. Not sure, but this one is good enough. Head sculpt is nice. I mean, you can kind of see Chris Pratt's likeness there. And yeah, not a whole lot to say. This figure came with a bunch of effect pieces, which I'm not a fan of. I've never been a fan of those effect pieces. But when you buy it, I mean, it comes with it. So, and I got it off Amazon, so it was kind of cheap with this guy. So this is okay for me to purchase this. And articulation wise, it's just as good as all the rest of them, all the rest of the SHF figures. Yeah, and oh, he comes with another head sculpt, which is the one with the helmet on. So yeah. And next up, one of my favorite, Ironman Mark 50. Of course, he doesn't come with this head sculpt. This head sculpt purchased separately off eBay for $40, and which really makes this figure a huge step above the rest now. And I will be getting the other Mark 50, the one that comes with other accessories, because I really like this figure. How articulated he is, and how natural the poses that he could produce. Yeah, he could do a landing pose just like a human being would. The legs all tucked in and everything. So yeah, I really like how this figure can do that. And as far as accessories, not a whole lot, which is a shame. They could have just made one with a bunch of accessories and call it a day. But nope, they decided to cash in even more. So they made one version with two weapons, and then next one comes with a few more. So they could very well make a third one. Who knows? But Iron Man, can't go wrong with Iron Man. And next up, we have Captain America with third-party head sculpt. Finally, we're able to get a amazing looking Chris Evans head sculpt from a third party, which I am very grateful for, because all the Captain America figures we have gotten got terrible head sculpts. I think even articulation was kind of bad, because there's a lot of loose joints for previous versions of Captain America. The previous versions I have are, I think, the Civil War, and not sure, I think Civil War might be the only other. No, I remember having two more, a total of three. This is the third one, and then the Civil War one was bad, and then one other one, which was also bad. So this is definitely my favorite, and I'm happy to have it. And when you buy this third-party head sculpt, it comes with the neck piece, because it has to match the head sculpt, and also these forearms. No fist though, only the forearm section, the neck, and the head, because those are exposed skin, so they want to kind of match it all together. So yeah, there's Cap. And next up we have Peter Parker, Spider-Man, Iron Spider-Man, and yeah, head sculpt. Again, third party, really nice. You could definitely see Tom Holland's likeness here. Really good. I think whoever sculpted this did a fantastic job with it. And I am happy to pay $35 for this head sculpt here. And the spider suit is not as shiny. I believe Mafex is making one too, and that one is super shiny. I wonder if I could paint this with the glossy finish. Will that produce the same effect? I'm not sure. I thought about doing it, but still debating. I might try it on the feet first to see what happens, or maybe it's just a hand to see what happens, see what it looks like first. But I think a gloss of Tamiya clear coat might be able to might be enough to make this figure even more amazing. And next one I want to show you guys is Gladiator Hulk. This one is from Mezco, and I think they did a fantastic job with this one. Comes with two head sculpts, this one and the one with the helmet on. Those both of them are amazing looking. And some people are saying the colors don't match, especially the feet versus the head or some other thing. I'm not quite sure, but I think he looks fine in person. I mean, the colors seem to all match to me, but who knows? Maybe on camera is a little different, but in person, I believe the feet might be a little bit darker shade of green. Yeah, you can see it here. This one is brighter, and then the feet are a little darker. But other than that, I think the rest of him, it's quite nice. Yeah, so overall, I am very happy with this one. I believe this one cost about 125, I think. I think it was 125. So I think it's worth it. One thing I didn't like, these hands. Look at that. Just don't like this, how he's gripping the weapon. This hand here. No authority when it comes to gripping. Yeah, but yeah, same with Thor here. Terrible. Terrible. Hate these hands. Look at that. He's gripping Stormbreaker, and yet he's holding it like it was just a piece of something. No authority over this weapon here. I guess if they could, I don't know. I mean, they would have to break the Stormbreaker into 2 pieces for the hand to actually slot through. Yeah, but it looks much better as a 1 piece than 2 pieces. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm sure they'll be able to figure out a solution if they really wanted to. And lastly, we have Hulkbuster. Now, this one is it's a letdown for me. Price on this guy is humongous, but it's still entertaining. I mean, I still pose it and all that stuff, but design-wise, it's definitely not my favorite. I definitely like the Mark 1 much more than the Mark 2. And here's how tall Ironman is next to the Hulkbuster. And this Hulkbuster wasn't even driven by Tony Stark. It was driven by Bruce Banner. So kind of interesting. It would have been nice if he came with a pop-up head, open head, where you could see Bruce Banner's face, Bruce Banner's head inside us. That would have been awesome, because there's one scene where his head was completely exposed, so it would have been nice if this figure came with that. But overall, articulation-wise, I mean, it's definitely not as good as Mark 1. I think the Mark 1 has better articulation, because some of these areas do have hindrance around it, so which limits a lot of range of motion. Overall, it's still a good looking figure, but the price wise, this thing I believe is almost $500. I got it for $460, $470, somewhere around there. I think if you buy it in the US market, this thing's gonna go way over 500. That is not worth it. But I mean, it's cool. The Hulkbuster was in the film quite a bit, actually, the final battle scene. So I mean, what can you do? Yeah. So there you go. There's Hulkbuster. Alright, so there you have it. There's my set of characters from the Marvel line. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you guys have any questions, you're welcome to comment down below. I'll be sure to answer them as early as possible. So there you go. Thanks for watching.